Was good, was good. Hopefully, I am live. I'm going to wait for people that are trickling in here and see if you guys can see me and hear me. Let me know in the comment section if you guys can see me, hear me, if everything's good. What's going on, guys? Yo, 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 yo. Hey. All right, perfect. Everybody can hear me loud and clear. We good. I've got the setup right now. TV in front of me. And the draft is going to be starting in a minute. 6:59 right now. So can't wait. Was good. Alfred, Reed, Joe. Was good, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. You guys excited? I mean, I know the Bears don't have a draft pick in the first round. Kind of bummed about that, but you know what? I still am excited. I still want to know, obviously, where everybody else is going to be drafted. We actually have the first pick already. If you guys don't know, it's going to be Joe Burrow. Adam Schefter actually just even tweeted about it that the Bengals have already informed Joe Burrow. So we know the first pick. The draft really starts pick number 3. Eric, the GOAT himself, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys. I got the quarantine beard going, man. I need a shave so bad, but nothing's open. You know, barbershop's closed. How are you guys hanging in there with the quarantine, man? I hope everybody's good and safe. And this is literally the best sporting event we have since The Last Dance, I feel like. Because the last time we had a sporting event, we actually had live sports. And so it's crazy. I'm good, guys. Thanks for checking in and let me know. Yeah, I'm just excited to see potential players. But if we cover all the pictures, be my hero. I appreciate that. I can't believe somebody from Venezuela is tuning in. Look, here's the thing. All right, you guys are literally gonna see my live reaction to the picks. Now, the picks aren't gonna happen like one after the other right away. They do commercial breaks and everything in between. So I'll try to go through all the picks as much as I can. I can't guarantee it'll be all 32 picks, but I'll try to do as many as I can because I think then, the stream would go on for like an hour. I don't know if you guys want that, but I'm definitely going to try to cover as many picks as I can. And the one thing I will say is I'll cover a couple of questions you guys already asked me. Will the Bears trade up in the first round? I don't believe so. I don't think they will. They don't have enough capital to trade in the first round with the picks that they have right now. It costs a lot to trade up to the first round. And so I just don't think they're going to have enough capital to do it. Would I be, surprised if it happens? Yeah, a little bit. But ultimately, I expect them to trade down more than I expect them to trade up. So more than likely, I expect the Bears to be drafting tomorrow when they do have 2 second-round picks, okay? As far as, whether or not we're going to see trades, I initially thought we weren't going to, but now it does seem like there could still be trades. The draft really, guys, starts at number 3 because the first 2 picks are pretty much set. It's Joe Burrow and Chase Young. We already know that. And so it's really going to start at number 3. So I just want to let you guys know that. And it is 7:02. They should be starting. But while the draft starts, shoot me questions and I'll answer them right now. You see Travis on Fortnite? Yeah, I actually did. I was just on Fortnite, by the way. It's so funny you guys asked that. It was a crazy concert. Shoot me your guys' gamer tag sometime. We can play for sure. I do play Fortnite. I've got a lot of time now with the quarantine and all. Hoping we snag a wide receiver. Eric Small, yeah. Wide receiver is definitely in need for the Bears because we don't have a lot behind Allen Robinson and Anthony Miller. We need a speedy wide receiver. And, of course, we cut Taylor Gabriel, I should say. I got a question related to your name. Are you from the KSA? What is the KSA? I'm not sure what you mean. Really interested to see. Jeremy says, really interested to see who goes in the first round, who will be left in the second round. Yeah. We'll see who gets left, for the Bears to pick up in the second round. Like I said, I do think that the Bears won't trade up, so it's going to be all about who will be left for the Bears to draft in the second round. John says, I appreciate you doing live draft. Of course, man. Don't even mention it, guys. This is what I do. I just thank you guys for tuning in. We got Trey Wingo now on the screen. I'm lowering the volume so you guys can't hear it, but He's on the screen right now talking, so the draft should be starting anytime soon. But like I said, the first 2 picks are anticlimactic. We know who it's going to be. All right, it's Joe Burrow and Chase Young. So I really want to I wish we could just skip to the third pick, really. Who do I think the Bears will take in the second round? Well, I did give my mock draft predictions, so actually maybe I should pull up my mock draft. But you guys can go check out that video where I did pick up or I did have my mock draft prediction, and I believe I had the Bears taking an offensive lineman. Could the Bears afford O.J. Howard? Yeah, they can. I think you can get O.J. Howard for a second-round pick. Certainly. So, yeah, they could afford O.J. Howard. Do I think they trade for O.J. Howard? No, I don't think so, and that's just because of how the Bears are. I think with Ryan Pace and company, they've committed so much money to Jimmy Graham. He is their starting tight end, and what they'll do is they'll draft a tight end. I didn't even think they would draft a tight end, but now I do think they will with them cutting Trey Burton. Let's see here. How's it going, Faiz? I'm good, man. I'm good. We need a tight end. Yeah, like I said, we could definitely draft a tight end now because we cut Trey Burton. Let's see here. You think we're going to draft tight end, defensive back? I'll get into who the Bears or what positions the Bears could draft in a second here. Faiz, nice crib, bro. Yeah, I'm in my basement right now, guys. I mean, it's pretty it's pretty boring. It's nothing great. It's just a couch and stuff like that. But thank you. Ghost Freak ass Faiz, do you think we should go after Damon Arnett? Yeah, I mean, definitely a guy to look for the Bears. I think a lot of the Bears' decisions are just going to depend on who they who's left in terms of who gets dropped. The Bears going to have a bunch of options, and then guys that are supposed to go in the first round will be left in the second round. Guys that are supposed to be in the second round are going to be taken in the first round. So I really don't think the Bears have like a clear, this is our guy and we're going to take him. They're just going to have a list of guys, and whoever falls to the Bears, they'll take that guy. Okay? Reed says, I'd rather have O.J. Howard than drafting a tight end, honestly. I agree. I agree with that. Because here's the thing with tight ends. They take a long time to develop. It doesn't happen a lot. We saw last year with T.J. Hawkinson on the Lions. He had one good game and then pretty much disappeared for the rest of the year. He's a decent tight end, but tight end get it. And so, yeah, I agree. O.J. Howard would be immediately better than any rookie tight end we draft at 43 or 50 in the second round. Do they draft a QB? Okay. I'm glad who asked this question. Delirious129. I'm glad you asked this question. A lot of you guys have been messaging me asking, will the Bears draft a quarterback? Let me be very clear here. I would like the Bears to draft a quarterback and be fine with the picks, but they're lower round picks. They have 2 second-round picks, and the rest of the picks are in like the 5th, 6th round. Here's why they won't draft a quarterback. They've hitched their wagon to Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky, okay? So what is the point of them drafting a quarterback and him being 3rd on the depth chart, and now you use up that draft capital where you could have used a position that can actually contribute? Here's the thing. No matter what happens, unless Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles both get hurt, we're not seeing another quarterback play for the Bears this year. And so to me, that's why I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback. If they never sign Nick Foles, I would be much more confident that they could possibly draft a quarterback. But they signed Nick Foles, or they traded it for Nick Foles for a reason. They're not going to draft a quarterback, guys. If they do, if the Bears draft a quarterback, it will be late, not early. So don't expect the Bears to draft a quarterback because, like I said, they have already hitched their wagon to Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky. I don't know who's going to start, but it's going to be one of them. We know that. Bro, you need some Bears gear. I do have Bears gear, guys. I just left it up in my room. Sorry about that. Who do you think will be the biggest second-round sleeper? John asked that. John Stanton. There's a bunch of guys in the second round. A guy that I've been looking at a lot, Jeremy Chin. He could go in the first or second round, so we don't know that. I don't know if he's considered a sleeper really, because a lot of teams have been looking at him and he's getting a lot of hype. So I like a lot of guys. Let me actually pull up my mock draft. So let me see here. By the way, the draft is not started yet. Like they're just showing a bunch of stuff on TV right now. I love how they do this 709, and they literally don't even start the damn draft. But you know what? It's fine. Oh yeah. So let me quickly get into the positions the Bears could draft. Okay. So second round, I think they look at cornerback, safety, and tight end, and offensive line. Those are the 4 possible positions: tight end, safety, cornerback, offensive line. We need a receiver as well. But why I believe the Bears will wait at receiver is because this draft is very deep at receiver. You can get good receivers in the later rounds. The one position this draft is deep at is receiver. So you can wait. Everybody wants his offensive lineman. That's what I want the Bears to take right away. But we need a safety. We don't have Clinton Dix, obviously, left. And we don't have a starting cornerback with us cutting Prince Amukamara opposite of Kyle Fuller. So we need a cornerback and a starting safety, and we need an offensive lineman and a right guard. So those are the positions the Bears need. Do you think that Nick Foles will be starting quarterback for the Bears? I still believe it'll be Mitchell Trubisky, but Nick Foles certainly has a shot. When is the draft going to start? I mean, it's supposed to be already started. Evan, thanks for asking, but yeah, I don't know. Neil Black, I don't care who they bring in as competition because of our coaches and GM. Mitch will be under center at the beginning of the season. I agree. Like I said, if you bench Mitch right away, he's done with the Bears. I've said this before. I'll say it again. If Mitch Trubisky, and this isn't like me saying that Mitch has to start. I'm just saying if Mitch is not the starting quarterback coming out of training camp, he is done in Chicago. Like, because after this season, they're just going to let him go. Because the only way he starts again is if Nick Foles gets hurt. So at that point, this is Mitchell Trubisky's last chance. He's done after this season if he does not start. Wide receiver depth. We need wide receiver depth. Yeah, we do. Do we trade a second for a third and fourth pick? Angelo, yeah, good question. Here's the trade possibilities I'm looking at. We have 2 second-round picks, 43 and 50. Okay? 43 and 50. I don't think we should keep both of them. I don't. I think we keep one. I don't care, 43 or 50. They're literally 7 picks apart. Okay? If the guy you want is on the board and you still feel pretty confident that he'll stay there, trade away pick 43. If you are scared that he's going to be gone, keep 43, trade away 50. And here's why. You trade away one of your second-round picks, and let's say you get a third and a fourth-round pick. Now you're going to be able to add more quality depth. You usually don't get as much quality in the later rounds. But to me, I mean, at 43 and 50, it's so close. I'd rather the Bears trade one of those picks to get more equity because they don't have a third-round pick and they don't have a fourth-round pick, in addition to no first-round pick. So, yes, I believe if they trade away their second-round pick, one of them, then they should get a third and a fourth back, hopefully. I'm just scrolling through the questions. Keep shooting them at me. I'm trying to answer as many as you can, as I can. Burrow will fail because he's going to the Bengals. Jeremy Unger says this. Here's the thing with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow will be solid. I don't think he will be Patrick Mahomes. I don't think he will be Russell Wilson. I don't think he will be spectacularly elite like the next great quarterback. But I don't think he's absolutely going to be a bust. I just think he'll be solid. Okay? So to me, with Joe Burrow, him going to Cincinnati, yeah, you could say that's bad for him. But here's the thing. I mean, he's an Ohio kid. So to me, I don't think it's an issue. And they have decent weapons in Cincinnati. You got A.J. Green. You got Tyler Boyd. You got Joe Mixon. It's a solid receiving group. So I don't actually have a problem with Joe Burrow. I think he'll be solid. So I like Joe Burrow. In terms of the other quarterbacks, I'm higher on Tua than I am on Justin Herbert. I think Tua, if he's able to stay healthy, is going to be a way better quarterback. So I take him. I know everybody's scared about the injuries, but like I said, if he doesn't get hurt, Tua's a way better quarterback. Jordan Love is getting a lot of love in this draft. I just don't see it as much, but who knows? It's a shot in the dark with these other quarterbacks. Let's see here. Should the Packers get a backup for Aaron Rodgers? I don't think they need one that bad. Cornerback, safety, and wide receiver. Yeah, definitely need one of those. Comeback season, Mitch calling it. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Do you think our defense can stay healthy? Cross fingers. Yeah, I mean that'd be fantastic for our defense. I think they can stay healthy. They stayed healthy last year. No, 2 years ago. And last year, who got hurt? I mean, we had Danny Trevathan get hurt and a couple other guys. Tua will fail because he's an Alabama quarterback. They always fail in the NFL. I mean, if that's the rationale, I mean, so be it. But I like Tua. I think Tua can succeed. When do the Bears have to make a fifth-year option decision? Rich Lowe, May 4th. That is the date. May 4th, they decide if they want to pick up Mitch Trubisky's fifth-year option. Don't bet on it. It's probably not going to happen. Mark is saying, agree, need more picks, trade a second for more. We have lots of holes to fill. Yeah. So think about this, guys, okay? We've got 7 picks in this draft, okay? And we've got, what did I say? Let's just go through our needs. Offensive lineman, cornerback, safety, tight end, wide receiver. Okay, those are 5 needs, and we've got 7 picks. Let's say you pick one guy at all of those positions, and then let's say we add a running back, because I think we do need a running back because, like I said, if David Montgomery gets hurt, then who do you have left? And then let's just say, okay, they draft a quarterback like all you guys are saying in the late round, 7th round. I mean, at that point with the 7 picks, but if we trade for more, you'll literally try to fill out all of those positions. So yes, the more picks the better because we do have a lot of holes. Did the draft start? Mexico 1738. No, it did not. Still have Roger Goodell on my screen right now. Just talking. Unbelievable. 7:15 and draft didn't start yet. That's crazy. Here's a question. Will the Patriots draft a quarterback? XX Ghost Freak 11. Yeah, great question. I do think they will. This is just what Bill Belichick does. I think the Patriots have a guy in mind that they like. Could be Jordan Love. Could be, someone else. But I think they do try to draft a quarterback because here's the thing. I'm just not buying that they're sold on Jarrett Stidham. I'm just not. Like, I know Jarrett Stidham didn't get to play a lot last season, but what I saw from him, yikes, I was not that impressed. So just for, who do they add in the free agency? Brian Hoyer. Just for depth purposes, I think you have to. I think they will. That's just what I think. Thoughts on the quarterbacks in a second here. Bengals are officially on the clock. Ian Rappaport, I just got the notification. It's going to be Joe Burrow. We all know that. Mark is asking, how do you rank our priority for offensive line needs? Are you talking about these specific positions on the offensive line? Because the number 1 position is right guard. Is that what we need to replace Kyle Long for sure? Let's see here. Honestly, I believe one of our needs, Dexter saying, is QB, then tight end, in my opinion. Like I said, guys, don't hold your breath on quarterback. I'm serious. I just don't think the Bears are going to look at taking a draft capital for a quarterback. I could be wrong, but that's just my hunch here. I don't think so. I think it's Nick Foles, Mitch Trubisky this year. How come we got rid of Prince Mukamara to get salary cap space? The Bengals always mess up a QB. Burrow could be good, but he's doomed in Cincinnati. Hey, Carson Palmer was decent in Cincy. He wasn't too bad. Put up some numbers. Draft finally started. Yes. Are they going to do the second round today? No, guys. So today's only the first round. This is why I told you. I wasn't even going to come on live, but then I asked you guys. Everybody wanted me to come on live, so I did it. First round today, second round to what? Third round tomorrow, and then 4 through 7 on Saturday. I think that's what it is. When are they getting rid of Shaheen? Miguel is asking. Yeah, a lot of you guys were up in arms because Trey Burton got cut, but Adam Shaheen didn't. Here's my thing. I don't think the Bears want to keep Adam Shaheen, but the problem is that nobody wants him either. And so I think they are looking to see if they can trade him, but if they don't, I think they can cut him. Like again, here's the thing. Going into the season, Jimmy Graham is getting the major tight end playing time. So nobody really is going to touch the field other than 5 to 10%. Whether that goes to Adam Shaheen, JP Holtz, Jeff Horsted, so be it. But at this point, Jimmy Graham is going to play the majority of the snaps. Bears fan from Australia here. Love your channel, man. Would the Bears even consider trading both second-round picks away for more picks? There's a talent too much to give them away. Yeah, Jed, thanks for asking. I appreciate you for checking out from Australia. No, I don't think the Bears are going to trade both picks. That's it's going to be too much unless they trade into the first round. That's the only way I see it. If they trade both picks, they get into the first round. But even then, I don't see it. Top 5 QBs in draft, in your opinion, ranked: Joe Burrow, Tua, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, and then, probably would go Jalen Hurts after that. I like Jalen Hurts. I do. A lot of you guys asked me about Jalen Hurts as well. He's the wild card in this draft because he could go anywhere from like 2 to 6. Literally, I can see Jalen Hurts get drafted in the second round, and I can see him drop to like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round. It's crazy. Do you think the Bears will bite on the Tennessee pick for a trade? Reggie Treadwell, Tennessee pick. Is that out there? Is that like an offer? I haven't heard about that. Let me know what you guys said if you guys hear that. Faiz's spot is so big. Pace could have done the draft from there. You guys want to see? Look at this. Look how, like, I got nobody here. I got the TV. Hold on. Let me show the TV right here. All right. We got the TV right there. All right. Thank you. There's your tour of the FST crib. All right. There, you guys can check it out. But nobody, yeah, I got plenty of room here. Ryan Pace probably got set up in his house with the whole setup and everything. But yeah. Why the hell are we waiting on the Bengals to pick? Levante, tell me why. They got freaking 10 minutes. It's 6 minutes left. Why are the Bengals taking so long? Take Joe Burrow already. Cut the crap. Thank you, man. I'm so sick and tired of this. Get on with the 3rd pick already. This is crazy. OJ, if we get OJ Howard, would we have enough salary cap space? We honestly don't even have salary cap space. It would have to be them maneuvering some things to trade for OJ Howard or sending salary back. But we already ran out of salary cap space. Who asked that question? Jay. Just to let you know. Hello from Chicago. Love your stuff, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, Dominic. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Would you rather get a tight end offensive line first or a cornerback safety? JJ goes free. Good question. I would rather get, if it's between those two, I'd rather get tight end offensive line. Yeah, I think so. Then again, if the cornerback and safety is good enough, I might go there. Because the thing is, it's such a clear need. We literally are missing starters at cornerback and safety, but we have a starting tight end in Jimmy Graham or so. So actually, you know what? I'm going to switch it. I'm going to say cornerback safety. Heard Tennessee was shopping the 29th pick. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know the Titans were looking to trade the 29th pick. If they are, do I think the Bears bite on that? Depends what the ask is. You know, if it's like both second-round picks, no. If it's 1 second-round pick, possibly. Like a second-round pick with another pick, possibly. OJ Howard for Shaheen, yeah. I think the Bucs would pace out and then hang up the phone. In my opinion, what is the bigger need, cornerback or safety? I think cornerback is a bigger need here. I think it's a more important position than safety. We have our stud cornerback in Kyle Fuller. And so to me, I think it's important for us to have somebody to put alongside him. And so to me, I'd go cornerback. But safety is also very important. But I'd go cornerback. Has the draft started? No. Draft has started. Cincinnati's on the clock, but everybody knows they're taking Joe Burrow. They're just wasting time for some reason. You putting your trust in Jimmy. I'm assuming you're referring to Jimmy Graham, John. No, I'm not. I mean, I don't have a choice. The Bears are putting their trust in Jimmy Graham. They paid him a boatload of money. They're going to play Jimmy Graham. They're going to play Jimmy Graham a majority of the snaps. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Graham. I think he's washed up, but he's going to get the playing time because he's got paid like it. Enjoy the channel, man. Keep it up. Appreciate you. Our Gaming, Bears fan in Green Bay. Bear down. Yo, Bears fan in Green Bay. Interesting. I think even Roger Goodell knows at this point that they are taking Joe Burrow. You know what? Let me pull up the mock draft that I did for you guys because I think that will help you guys out a lot for those asking questions about who the Bears will take. Okay, so I will do the – keep sending in the questions, guys. I'm just pick is in. I mean, no suspense here. It's going to be Joe Burrow. Come on now. Come on now. Bengals, I hate you for wasting all this damn time. All this damn time they wasted, man. Seriously. They could have literally let the pick out right away, but they wasted all this damn time. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm going through my mock draft right now that I posted. All right. So I don't know if you guys can see it. You know what? I'm just going to read it for you guys. So Joe Burrow, number 1. Chase Young, number 2. And again, these are no trades, by the way. This is no trades. This is just if the teams kept their picks. Joe Burrow to Cincy, Chase Young to the Redskins, Jeff Okudah to the Lions, the cornerback, Isaiah Simmons at number 4 to the Giants, Tua Tagovailoa to the Dolphins at 5, Justin Herbert 6 to the Chargers, Tristan Wirfs, the offensive lineman, 7 to the Panthers, Andrew Thomas, offensive lineman, 8 to the Cardinals, Derrick Brown, the defensive tackle, at number 9 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and number 10, Mackie Becton, I'm probably botching his name, to Cleveland. 11, Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver. That is who I believe they'll take because, again, there's a lot of good wide receivers. Number 12, the Raiders take CeeDee Lamb. And then number 13, the 49ers take Henry Ruggs. So that's my first 13 picks right there. And here we go. Pick is in. Bengals take Joe Burrow. Oh, my God. I'm so shocked. Hold on. Let me turn up the volume here. All right, Bengals. Wasted all our time. And you know it. But, yeah, listen, Joe Burrow, here's the thing. I don't think Joe Burrow is going to be a bust, guys. I know a lot of people want to hate. Do I think, again, will he be Andrew Luck, Patrick Mahomes, or these guys? I personally don't think so. Could he be? Sure. But I think he'll be solid. I think Carson Palmer is a great example, and he played in Cincy of what I think Joe Burrow can be. Now, again, the scouts love him. But you have to keep in mind how many guys have gone number 1 that haven't panned out. I mean, just take a look at the 2015 draft. Was it 2015? Jameis and Marcus Mariota went number 1. You know what I want to do? I actually want to look and see the last 5 first-round draft picks and see how draft pick quarterbacks and see how they panned out. Can you turn the TV up? Yeah, I got you guys. Do you think a team will be tanking for Trevor Lawrence? Arginus is asking this. Yeah, I certainly do think they can tank for Trevor Lawrence, but it won't happen right away. It'll happen at the end of the season, like they'll see record-wise. I love Trevor Lawrence. I'm way higher on him than I'm on Joe Burrow. Trevor Lawrence is going to be a stud, an absolute stud. Dexter, where do you rank Anthony Gordon with the other QBs in this draft? So I gave my top 5, Dexter. So I told you I went Joe Burrow, then Tua, then Justin Herbert. AJ Green, if he's back, which all indications point that he is, him with Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon will be decent. I do think they have the talent. Okay? So let me see here. Last 10 years. 20 years. Okay. 2016, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Paxton Lynch. So right there, 2 out of 3 busted. 2015, Jameis and Mariota both busted. 2014, Blake Bortles, Johnny Manziel, Teddy Bridgewater. 2 out of 3 for sure were busts, and 1, again, he turned out to be okay, nothing great. But I'm just talking about I'm looking at first-round quarterbacks in the last 10 years, guys. 2013, E.J. Manuel, bust. 2012, Andrew Luck, obviously was solid. It's sad he retired. Robert Griffin III. He got hurt. He won Rookie of the Year, so I don't know if I want to call him bust. But, again, Ryan Tannehill wasn't that great until, obviously, this season. Brandon Whedon, bust. 2011, Cam Newton. Again, obviously was not a bust, but fell off. Jake Locker, bust. Blaine Gabbert, bust. Christian Ponder, bust. 2010, Sam Bradford. Definitely a bust for a number 1 pick. Tim Tebow. So, yeah, look at that. How many busts there's in the first round for quarterbacks. So, it's not looking good for Joe Burrow. But, again, I think he'll be solid but not spectacular. Who do you think is most likely to bust in the top 10 picks? Reggie's asking that. If I had to guess, in my mock draft top 10, who do I think will bust? Or has the biggest likely chance? I would probably say Justin Herbert. I just think that because Tua is dealing with a hip problem, is why I think Justin Herbert has gotten a lot of notice. But I don't think I'm as high on him as a lot of people are. Yeah, Jeremy, great point, man. I didn't notice how many busts there are in the first round. I mean, my goodness. If you take a look at all the quarterbacks that are stars in this league, I mean, they're not number one picks, but they're like in the first round or second round, or even later than that. Russell Wilson was a late round pick. Patrick Mahomes was obviously, top 10. Deshaun Watson, top 12. So Jared Goff is a great example, a great comparison for Joe Burrow. You know what? Who said that? Oh, my boy Faiz in the chat. Thank you. He is a great example. What's up, Fadi? Of who I think Joe Burrow can be. Jared Goff, okay, right there. Jared Goff, Matt Ryan at his best. Matt Ryan is probably Joe Burrow's ceiling to me, but that's who I think he would be like. Jared Goff, okay? A nice, solid quarterback, but you're just not – you're saying, he's one of the best in the NFL. He's above average, but he's not, an elite guy. Gardner Minshew, I mean, that's a good one too. What was I looking up? Oh, I need to show you guys the Bears real quickly. I'll just give you guys my Bears mock draft, by the way, because I also did that as well. Okay, but shoot me more questions, guys. Joe Burrow's just talking right now, okay? And by the way, the second pick is already announced. It is Chase Young, like we all expected, okay? All right. So the draft, again, really starts at 3. Adam Schefter just tweets, unless something changes soon, the Lions are expected to hold on to the number 3 overall pick and make their selection. I believe it's going to be Jeff Okudu, but we will see. Okay. Here we go with my Bears draft. And I see your guys' question. I will answer it. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. So at number 43, I believe the Bears will take Jeremy Chin for that selection. But the choices are Grant Delpit, Cole Kmet, who's a tight end out of Notre Dame, or Jeremy Chin, who I love. So I think Jeremy Chin at 43 pick. If they keep the number 50 pick, some of the options, safety Kyle Duggar, cornerback and Noah. I'm just going to say Iggy. His name is very long. KJ Hamler, Nitain Muti, offensive lineman, Jonah Jackson, offensive lineman. So Noah Igbinogane is who I have the Bears taken in the second round. He's a cornerback. So actually, whoever asked that question, I forgot who it was, but I have the Bears taking safety and cornerback in the first 2 picks if they keep their second round. And then 5th round, offensive lineman, Darrell Williams. Fifth round pick again at 196. They're taking Quintez Cephez. Guys, there's some of these names pronunciation are really bad for me. Sorry. 6th round offensive lineman Cole Cabral. 7th round James Robinson, running back, and 7th round tight end Stephen Sullivan. Let me show you guys so I can put it up here. Hopefully you guys can read that. Oops. That is who I have the Bears taken. Okay, again, I have a video up. You guys can go check that out. But I have them taken in position: safety, cornerback, offensive line, wide receiver, offensive line, running back, tight end. Chase Young got picked at the second with the second pick, as we all expected. All right, now the draft starts. Now it starts, okay? Because now we really don't know what the Lions are going to do. Are they going to trade the pick? Are they going to keep it? And again, by the way, the Chase Young analysis, he's the best player in this draft if you take away positions. If Chase Young was a quarterback, he'd be taken number 1 overall, not Joe Burrow. Chase Young is the most surefire guy in this draft. He's going to be an absolute stud. The Redskins did the right thing. Okay, fantastic pick. Adam, KJ Hamler, the Bears at 43 or 50? 50. I have them going with the second pick, the 50th overall. Do you think we could get Lamar Jackson? His position is cornerback. Chris Gomez is asking. I have to check where he's projected to go, actually. Lamar Jackson is a stud. Yeah, I think absolutely would be a great pick for the Bears. Would be shocked if Hurts goes first round. Yeah, I'd be very shocked if he goes first round, for sure. I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be in the first round. How did this man pronounce Jeff Coda? um, sorry guys, I have sometimes problems with names, but yeah, Chase Young is going to absolutely dominate. Hurts will be the draft's best NFL quarterback. Wow, you guys are really high on Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts will be solid. I just don't think he'll be an absolute stud like that. But yeah, I think it's all going to be all about system and fit for Jalen Hurts. If he goes to a system that is going to be able to utilize the skills, he'll be fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, though that's who I have the Bears taken. So let me go back to my mock draft and see who I have for number 3. Yeah, Detroit, and then the Giants, and then Miami, and then we've got Jacksonville. Guys, I am really, really, really interested to see what Miami and the Los Angeles Chargers do. Really interested. Because right now I have Miami taking Tua and the Chargers taking Justin Herbert. They both need quarterbacks. So, will they go quarterback? Jameis is still on the market. Can another position and sign one of them? I'm talking about the Chargers or the Dolphins, but let's see. Can players request trades after being drafted? I believe they can. I don't think there's anything stopping them, but I just don't think they do. They would usually happen before. I mean, you just don't have as much leverage, so it's very rare. Seems like the Bears have backed themselves into a corner financially. Pace is really going all in for 2020. His job is definitely on the line. Jeremy, yeah, great point. I mean, it's a make it or break it year for Ryan Pace. If he does not make improvement to the Bears this year, I think absolutely they will be looking to move on from him. What was your reaction to Gronkowski going back to the NFL? Man, you guys, I posted the reaction video. I was so shocked. I can't believe Gronk came back. I really thought Gronk was going to stay retired. He lost all this weight and, he took a beating and he's injured. But now back in Tampa Bay, I mean, my goodness, that is crazy to me. Okay, guys, breaking news. Ian Rappaport just tweeted the Lions shrug off trade offers they've been fielding for days, and their pick is in. They are taking Jeff and the guy whose last name I can't pronounce, Ukoda. Okay? Jeff Ukoda. Makes sense. You got to replace Darius Slay. He's the best cornerback prospect in the draft by far. We know it. So totally makes sense. I'm 3 for 3, but again, 3 of the easiest picks. So now at number 4, maybe this is actually where the draft starts. Because at number 4, I have the Giants taking Isaiah Simmons, who is an absolute freak. He just destroyed at the combine. He is an absolute freak. So I have the Giants taking him. But the Giants have been in trade rumors to trade out of this pick. They don't have like a clear need here. So who can they take? We don't know. Gronk has the WWE 24 championship anytime, anywhere, location. Yeah, that's true. He does still have the 24/7 championship. Okay, they're just showing the Lions making their pick. It is Jeff Ukoda. Why would Tom Brady go to Tampa Bay? I mean, guys, here's the thing. There was only 2 teams. It was the Chargers or the Bucs. Bucs, you could say, have the better receiving core in Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. It's Florida versus LA. Maybe Tom likes Florida. It's closer to his home in Boston. Those could be the primary reasons. But, you have a better coach in Bruce Arians. So, again, I think that's probably why. Simmons or Wirfs at 4, both freaks. Yeah, they could go offensive line. They could go defensive end. I have them going Isaiah Simmons. Or they could trade the pick. What do you guys think? Think the Bears could package a player in a second to get into the first round. Which player? I highly doubt that, Larry. I do think that if the Bears were to trade into the first round, it would just be giving picks up, like a lot of them, probably both second-round picks and something else. So I don't see it happening. Okay, the Giants are on the clock now. Let's see what happens. Let's see who they take. What do you think the Bears will get in the second rounds? So I mentioned to you guys, I have the Bears taking Jeremy Chin in the second round, and I have them taking Noah Igbinoghene, cornerback. So safety and a cornerback in the second round. Picks 43 and 50. But again, I've told you guys I want them to trade one of them. So again, so far in the draft, no surprises. Joe Burrow, Chase Young, and Jeff Okota, who are all three could potentially be studs. Not surprised at all. Now at number 4, with the Giants, really, let's see what they do. Let's see if they keep the pick or they trade it. The Giants, they have Daniel Jones. There was talk about them looking at Justin Herbert, man. I don't know why they would do that if they have Daniel Jones, but again, could be just a smoke screen. Do you think we should trade Riley Ridley for a 3rd or 4th round pick? I don't think a team will trade that much for Riley Ridley. He didn't show much. So, Adam, I think the technology gap is making trades more difficult. Yeah, great point. I brought that up. I said because of everybody being at home, I feel like they're going to be reluctant to make trades. I'm not saying you can't, obviously call teams and, do what you got to do. But we know with these GMs, man, they're a little technology. They're not very good with technology. Okay, they're not the experts here, and so they might just take the safe pick and not want to trade. If the Bears do this bad this season, do you blow up the team and start rebuilding? Danny, that's a solid question. Like if they just absolutely are awful, like if they finish below 500, I think it depends on the contract. You have to take a look at everybody's contract, all the defensive players, and see how their contracts are. If their contracts are ending, then yeah, you probably blow it up. If not, because some people brought up, do you tank for Trevor Lawrence, the Bears? And I'm like, folks, it's just way too hard to tank in the NFL. If you're bad at that point at the end of the season, if you're 3-13, something like that, then yeah, you could tank. But everybody starts out to do well. Do you think the Bears would trade Cohen for a pick for some reason? Yeah, Bobby, good point. He is the one player I do think the Bears could potentially trade if they trade a player. Tariq Cohen for sure. Because I just feel like at this point, you got David Montgomery. You could draft another running back. I'm just not huge on Tariq Cohen. So I wouldn't mind at all if the Bears trade him. If I were the Chargers, I'd sign Winston. He'd be good enough for a few years. Yeah, I mean, Cam or Winston. I don't mind either if I'm the Chargers. You don't have a quarterback. I'm sorry. I'm not big on Tyrod Taylor, but yeah. Kevin, I think Tom Brady figures the division is wide open, plus Super Bowl will be in Tampa Bay. That division is not wide open. You have the Saints in that division. But let's see in here. Sorry about that. That division is not wide open. It's a very tough division, the NFC South. You got the Falcons, you got the Panthers, you got the Saints. So I don't think that's why he made that decision. Patriots should pry Dalton away from the Bengals. He can make the throws and Bill will have the right scheme from. Yeah, Andy Dalton's also another player that's still out there. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten picked up. Guys, here's the thing. I think everybody was waiting for the draft. We see now where the quarterbacks will fall. Okay, we know Joe Burrow, obviously, where Tua goes, where Justin Herbert goes, and the teams that draft quarterbacks, we know they'll be less reluctant to sign somebody. So I think all of these teams that are interested in Cam, Jameis, Andy Dalton, they're all waiting for the draft. And after the draft, I think we see now them sign with some teams. So let's see what happens. It's a commercial break right now, but the Giants pick is up next. Shoot me some more questions. I'll be answering them while I wait. Got 2 minutes left. I would trade Cohen for O.J. Howard or Trent Williams. What would you want? Levante. Both the Bucks. Well, not the Bucks, but the Redskins would definitely hang up if we don't throw in picks for Trent Williams. I mean, I don't think they're going to just do it for Tariq Cohen. But if you're asking me would I do it, yeah, absolutely. I'd do it for O.J. Howard and Trent Williams for sure. Where does Brady currently live? I think he moved to South Florida. Cohen for O.J. Howard, yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. But you have to remember, guys, I think it was Hayden Hurst that the Falcons traded for. I think he went for a second-round pick. So the asking price for O.J. Howard, it might be pretty high. Okay, it might be higher than you guys think it is because if Hayden Hurst went for a second-round pick, then O.J. Howard, I mean, we might have to give up a second-round pick as well for him. Which, again, I'm not opposed to because, like I said, if you're taking a tight end and a second-round pick, might as well trade for O.J. Howard. Do you think T. Higgins will drop farther in the draft because of all the top wide receiver and other positions? Yeah, I do think so. You got Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs. They're all going to go before him. You got Justin Jefferson, another guy. Yeah, I do think he falls. KJ Hamler, I mentioned him. Do you think the Bears will trade Mitchell Trubisky? Jay, no, I don't. I honestly don't. Here's what's going to happen with Mitchell Trubisky. It's very simple. I'll lay it out for you guys. Training camp happens. They give equal snaps to Mitch and Nick Foles. I'm talking about Matt Nagy does. The Bears do. They see how both quarterbacks are doing. Mitch is doing better than Nick Foles. They start Mitchell Trubisky, and he's a starting quarterback. If Nick Foles is doing better and Mitchell Trubisky is not, they start Nick Foles and they make Mitch Trubisky the backup. And basically what happens is they will play the season out. If Nick Foles continues to play well, you obviously keep starting him. If he gets hurt, Mitch Trubisky comes in. We see how he plays, but they're just going to ride out the year. And then at the end of the year, if Nick Foles was the starter, they just let Mitch go. I don't think they trade him, and his trade value is not very high. Can you show the draft? I don't think I can just because of copyright reasons. But right now, the pick is in for the Giants. I'm going to give you guys my live reactions to the picks, but I don't think I can show the draft with a copyright issue. Let me see here. Yo. People still checking in. Thank you. Can we trade Ryan Pace for a pick? You guys hate Ryan Pace so much, man, and I get it. Look, again, he's definitely had some blunders, with the picks. But did find Eddie Jackson, did build this defense. I mean, he give the guy some credit. I know we all want to hate him. Give him some credit. So, how will exactly how the Bears will handle the QB situation? Yep, I told you that's how they're going to handle it. What tight end do you think we should pick? Miguel. I like Cole Kmet from Notre Dame. That is my guy if we go at the second round. But I will tell you, this is a weak tight end draft class. So if they wait past the second round to get a tight end, not going to be very many good players. Okay, the pick is in for the Giants. Let's see who they select. I have them taking Isaiah Simmons, but let's see who they take. Dave Gettleman is in his room right now with one monitor, literally one. This guy might be the worst GM in the NFL. So glad he's not my GM. I'll take Ryan Pace over Dave Gettleman. Bears go 8-8 or 7-9. What do you think if you are Jordan McCaskey of the following year? What do? You have to make some changes, Levante. 8-8, 7-9. I mean, come on now. Whoa, the Giants are taking offensive line. They're taking Andrew Thomas. Wow. Okay, makes sense. You have your quarterback of the future, or you so think, in Daniel Jones. Protect your asset. And that is what the Giants are doing. They take Andrew Thomas. So good for the Giants. Let me just show you guys this. Hold on.
With the fourth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Andrew Thomas.
There we go.
Georgia.
Now, Andrew Thomas is also a stud. This is a very solid pick for the Giants. Not mad at it at all. You needed offensive line help. Their offensive line was awful. But I'm not going to complain about this pick. Tristan Wirfs would have been another guy I would be looking at, but I'm not going to beat the Giants up for this one, for sure. So very surprised. This was the first surprise of the draft, okay? Now we've got Miami up next, and they could take offensive linemen. The Miami needs help everywhere. They could take offensive linemen. They could take a receiver, tight end, quarterback. I believe they'll take quarterback, but let's see. Yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Do your thing. I think the Bears will win the North. What do you think? They have a shot, absolutely. I think the Packers are the only other team. Well, the Vikings actually have a shot. It's a tough division. It's a very tough division. I'll make my prediction for the Bears record when the official schedule comes out, okay? I think Wirfs will be better than Thomas. Adam, yeah, like I said, Christian Wirfs, Andrew Thomas, they're both, I think, very comparable. Either one could be, better than the other, but I don't hate the pick at all. I'm totally fine with it. Do I think the Bears will fix their offensive line situation? Here's the thing. They certainly can obviously go offensive line in the draft, so let's see what happens. But they did add some offensive linemen in the in the free agency. But yeah, I certainly do think they can address it. So let's see what else here. I really want to know what Miami and what the Los Angeles Chargers are going to do. I need to see what these picks are going to be. So let's see here. 5 minutes for the Dolphins pick. All right. Who do you guys like, Tua or Justin Herbert, and why? Who do you think the Dolphins are going to take? I say Tua, but let's see. Miami takes a QB. It's going to be a mistake. Trade down and get more picks. Wow. Okay, Jeremy. Certainly do that. If I get a haul, maybe, you know. I heard the Bears might trade for Gabe Jackson of the Raiders. Have you heard of this? I have not heard of that. No, I have not. Okay, everybody's saying Tua. I think they take Herbert, Tua. Let's see, man. Here's the thing, man. I like Tua a lot. He could potentially be better than Joe Burrow. He really can. It's just that hip got to hold up. The one scary thing about Tua, the one really scary thing is if he re-injures that hip, is his career over? Like, that's so scary to me because it was such a gruesome injury, and now you're investing, obviously, a top 10 pick in the guy. That would scare me. Here's the thing. If Tua doesn't go here with the Dolphins or the Chargers, he could drop quick. He could drop a lot. I'm just saying. Faiz, if you answered already, then my bad. But in your opinion, would Trubisky make a better starter backup? Dexter, I've said before I think Mitchell Trubisky would be a better starter than Nick Foles. And I'll just give you the quick rundown here. Nick Foles, to me, in his career, he's proven that he is more of a backup than a starting quarterback. He hasn't started more than, I think, 5 games in the last 5 years, something like that. And to me, is he more accurate than Mitch? Absolutely. That is without question. But the thing with Mitch is he still has more of a potential. He's more of a long-term answer. And if he pans out, it is still better for the Bears for Mitch Trubisky to pan out than it is for Nick Foles. So I do think if you utilize Mitchell Trubisky, build the right offense around him, use his legs, everything like that, he will absolutely be the better starting quarterback to me than Nick Foles. Okay? So like I said, there's a lot of factors here. It's not just about who's the better player. It's about how you utilize each guy and who's better long-term. If Tua stays healthy, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league in a few years. Danny, I agree with that. Tua is literally such a wild card because he can go from being the bust of the draft because of injury or the best quarterback in the draft. Tua, and they redshirt him for a year, his hip won't be a problem, then they can accumulate picks for next year. It'd be a fantastic plan for the Dolphins. I'd love it. I'm taking Tua here if I'm the Dolphins. Let me just check where I had Andrew Thomas going, by the way. I think I had Andrew Thomas going to the Cardinals at number 8. So he got picked 4 picks ahead of where I went. Are you going live tomorrow night? I could. Let me know. I mean, do you guys want me to go live tomorrow night? The Bears do pick tomorrow night, so I guess I could. I mean, let me know if you guys want me to. I can go live tomorrow night if you guys want me to. It's not a big problem. Miami traded their best protector. I would hate to see him getting hurt. Yeah, that's true. Trubisky needs tight ends. Yeah, he does. He does. I mean, Jimmy Graham's not the answer, but they were. This will be a QB for the Dolphins. Okay, it is going to be Tua or Herbert. We know the Dolphins are going to draft a quarterback. I just got the update. Okay, I literally just got the update. Let's see here. Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, baby. Let's get it. Tua is going to the Miami Dolphins. I'm breaking this before they're showing on the draft board. I'm sorry about that, guys. But Tua is the pick. Wow. Okay. Instant analysis. Tua Tagovailoa has a higher ceiling or as just as good of a ceiling as Joe Burrow. This man is going to be a stud if you build the right team, the right system around him, and you use him properly. And the one thing that I'm so excited to see is the fact that he's going to be a left-handed quarterback. Folks, how many lefties do we have in the NFL right now at the quarterback position? I'll help you out. 0. Nilch. Nada. That's just going to be so funny to me. I just want to watch Tua, the Dolphins, because he's going to be a left-handed thrower. But, man, look, I love it. I love it. this is going to be fantastic for the Dolphins. You've got Tua now. Who brought this up? Levante brought this up, man. You can start him this year or sit him. It doesn't matter. The Dolphins are still rebuilding. They still have a bunch of holes left. It's not like you have to put in Tua and he has to, win you every game. No, absolutely not. Let him rest if he needs to. Look what happened with Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying Tua's Patrick Mahomes, but when you sit guys, it gives them that experience that they need. I'm telling you, a lot of quarterbacks coming to this league, folks, they need to sit, and Tua is going to be perfect for him. They're showing the injuries now, man. This is the scary part. Okay, Tua Tagovailoa has had a sprained knee, left quad, left ankle, broken index finger, dislocated hip, posterior wall fracture, concussion, and a broken nose. Injury prone, man. That's what the thing is. But if this is literally, you know what I compare Tua to? I compare him in the basketball sense to Derrick Rose. If it wasn't for the injuries, Derrick Rose would obviously be phenomenal. That's what I look like with Tua. If he holds up, I have no doubt he's going to be a good quarterback. I must say it gives me agony seeing left-handed quarterbacks. Guys, I'm telling you, the lefty quarterbacks is crazy watching them, man. It's just something about watching lefties that makes me just, take a second glance. Tebow, was he the last left-handed quarterback? Double check. I don't know if I'm right on this, but I think it was the backup for the Cowboys who was the last left-handed quarterback. I forget his name. He was the backup to Dak Prescott. But he was the last left-handed quarterback. But yeah, I am very big on Tua if he stays healthy. I love this pick for the Dolphins. Love it. So let's see what the Chargers do now. Justin Herbert or somebody else. I have them taking Justin Herbert, but they could take Isaiah Simmons. Ooh, that defensive line would be nasty, even though they don't need him. They got Joey Bosa. They could take an offensive lineman, but they could take a quarterback. Mike Wick was left-handed. Yeah, he was. But I'm trying to remember the last left-handed quarterback we had in the NFL. We don't have, out of the 32 starting quarterbacks right now, we don't have a single guy who's left-handed. I think the last one was, and I can't seem to remember his name. I'm going to look it up now. It was the backup for the Cowboys. Cooper Rush. Let me check now. Was it Cooper Rush? Was he the backup for the Cowboys? Yeah, maybe it was him. Oh, Kellen Moore. Was Kellen Moore left-handed? Was that the guy? Okay. Saban just doesn't build NFL-ready quarterbacks. Who's his last quarterback who succeeded in the NFL? Jeremy, that's a fair criticism. I totally get you. I just think there's a first for everything, and I think Tua is the guy for changing that from what I've seen from Tua. I agree. Alabama's not known for that. They're known for, obviously, defensive players, cornerbacks, offensive linemen. But I think there's something different here. I just do. Is it Kellen Moore? Okay. You have to build an offensive line around Tua. Don't be surprised if Dolphins go offensive tackle at 18 or move up to get number 1. Yeah, absolutely. They have so many picks this year. Just build the entire team around him. If you want to start Tua, great. If you don't, start Ryan Fitzpatrick, go from there. But again, I got no issues. So you guys want to see the comparison they gave to Tua right now? Are you ready? Steve Young. Steve Young is the comparison for Tua. I mean, that's a little rich for me. It's a little, even I like Tua, he's still a little rich for me. But man, Steve Young. What do I see Tua's ceiling as? I mean, at his best, here's the thing. Kyler Murray is a good comparison. I think he'd be better than Kyler Murray. But that's kind of where I have him. I mean, I don't want to say Russell Wilson. That's way too putting too much expectations on him. You think Tua might have a reverse Kevin White career? Oh, you mean actually have a good career like Kevin White, who was very injury prone, ended up being hurt a lot? Yeah, I do think so. I think Tua is going to be able to stay healthy in the NFL. I'm crossing my fingers here. But guys, next up, Chargers. 3 more minutes. Let's hear from you guys. Do the Chargers take quarterback? And if they do, is it Justin Herbert or somebody else? Or do they take another position? And if so, what's that position? Because right now the Chargers are stacked. Their defense is stacked. You got receivers. You got a tight end, Hunter Henry. Who do you take if you're the Chargers? You take a quarterback? I probably would. Tua looks like Dak Prescott to me. Yeah, it's a solid comparison. Mitch is going to shut up all the critics this year. I hope so, Miguel. I really, really, really hope so. Who do you guys think the Chargers are taking? with the 6th overall pick? Is it a quarterback or is it somebody else? QB. All right, everybody's saying QB. Let's see what happens here. Justin Herbert, if they do draft him, I do believe they will still start Tyrod Taylor and they will bring him off the bench, but it'll be like 5 or 6 games before Tyrod Taylor turns into Tyrod, and then they'll start Justin Herbert. But I was really surprised the Chargers did not go after Jameis or Cam because they have a Super Bowl ready roster. Here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me about the Chargers. They literally have a Super Bowl ready roster without the quarterback that they had for the felt like an eternity named Phillip Rivers. But they literally have a stacked and loaded roster, and now you'll have a rookie quarterback. So let's see if they take Justin Herbert. But let's see. The pick is in, but they haven't announced it. The Chargers may have a worse QB situation than our Bears. They do. I think they take QB, but I would take Simmons. Simmons, the best player available right now is Isaiah Simmons. No doubt about it. I agree there. Are the Bears going to take Mitch's fifth-year option? Would that be a good thing? I don't think they will. It's not guaranteed unless he gets hurt. That's the only thing with it. If it wasn't guaranteed completely, they would pick it up. But because it gets guaranteed if he's hurt and it's a big cap hit, I don't think they will. I'm going with Jalen Hurts. Whoa, Jalen Hurts? Really? Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that's a little rich. I haven't seen Jalen Hurts go that high in any mocks. Can you play the sound as Roger's saying the picks, please, Faiz? Yeah, I got you. As soon as the Chargers pick comes, I'll turn up the volume. Okay, guys? Don't worry. Chargers are also taking a QB. Oregon's Justin Herbert. There you have it. Sorry I'm breaking the picks as they come before they're even on here. But there you have it. The Chargers are taking Justin Herbert. So I went 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6 so far. The only one that was wrong was Isaiah Simmons, and it went to, Andrew Thomas, who they took. Wow. Justin Herbert. So that's crazy. Yes, I am the plug. I get the picks before you guys. Don't you guys know that? I get the picks before it's on TV. I'm sorry I'm ruining it for you guys. But Justin Herbert is the pick. Instant analysis. Oh, pick is in, so let me turn up the volume. Hold on.
Doing at 6.
Here we go.
With the 6th
Roger Goodell.
in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Justin Herbert.
There you go.
Quarterback, Oregon.
There we go. Justin Herbert. So, again, no issues with the pick. You need a quarterback, take a quarterback. The one good thing about this is the following. The model in the NFL lately has been what? Build a Super Bowl roster around a quarterback who's on a rookie deal, because that will allow you to spend at other positions. So if Justin Herbert, who I'm not that high on, not as high as I'm on Tua or Joe Burrow, if he turns out to be decent, then what can happen is you have a guy on a rookie contract and now you can build around him. And here's the thing. The Chargers actually already have a Super Bowl ready roster, okay? And so now if Justin Herbert starts and he plays really well and he turns into be a good quarterback, now you can stay a Super Bowl contender for a couple of years because your main guy, the quarterback, is going to be on a rookie deal. The Bears tried to do this with Mitch, and they got very close in 2018 if it wasn't for stupid Cody Parkey. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little emotional, but you get my point. The Bears literally built a Super Bowl roster on Mitchell Trubisky while him being on his rookie contract. And obviously, if we beat the Eagles, if it wasn't for the Cody Parkey double doink, who knows what could have happened. But you see a lot of teams doing this. Russell Wilson, the Seahawks, they won a Super Bowl with him on his rookie contract. Patrick Mahomes. So this is the way to do it, and that is what the Chargers are doing here with Justin Herbert, who I think will be solid. I like Justin Herbert. I don't like him as much as Tua, but I think he'll be good. So, like I said, man, this is the formula to go forward with. And now with the Chargers taking a quarterback and the Dolphins, folks, the only team that has an opening at quarterback, I think, is the Patriots. So after the draft, Cam and Jameis might have to take backup jobs. I mean, it is going to be sad. Let's see what happens here. But, yeah, there you have it, folks. So here's the thing, guys. We've got obviously a lot more picks. Here's what I'm gonna do. I will go live tomorrow. Make sure you guys come on. I will go live for the Bears picks and reactions, and so you guys can go ahead and check in here. I'll go live again tomorrow, so make sure you guys do that. But for now, right now, I will sign off. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video doing my reaction through the entire first round. So appreciate you guys for checking in, man, and I'll talk to you guys soon.